wie Melanchol underwater view. Fair features and echo words piano. Filter lo-fi drums and deep bass shifted. Ukuleles mimicking a late night chopped and screwed. We're the stars. We're the sky. Now I'm just left asking why. We were almost forever standing in the rain. Now I'm just a witness to a beautiful pain. You took my forever and tore it in two. Now there's nothing left of me and nothing left of you. We were almost forever. I look at the Polaroid taped to the wall. We look so invincible, ready to fall. Your hand in my pocket, the warmth of your breath. Now this empty apartment just feels like a death. I'm losing the memory of how your voice sounds as my entire world keeps crashing down. Yeah, look at us now, just a flash in the pan. I was trying so hard to be a perfect man, but the cracks in the foundation started to show. We were building a kingdom out of melting snow. I remember that July we swore on our lives. Now I'm cutting the ties with a dull pair of knives. It hurts to admit that we peaked at the start. Two matching puzzles but with missing parts. You blame it on timing, I blame it on pride, but the truth is we both just died inside. I still got the ticket stub sitting in my drawer from the movie we missed cause we fought by the door. Almost forever, man, that phrase is a trap. Folded the map, now there's no coming back. We were almost forever, standing in the rain. Now I'm just a witness to a beautiful pain. You took my forever and tore it in two. Now there's nothing left of me and nothing left of you. We were almost forever. We touched the edge of eternity. Gravity pulled us right back to reality. We were meant to fly, we were meant to crash. Left the prettiest dust and a pile of ash. Girl, we had it all. Yeah, we let it all slip, sinking down slow. Just a witness to a beautiful pain. Almost isn't enough. Close but no forever. Just two ghosts in the stormy weather. Girl, you almost forever. Almost forever. We'll almost tonight. We don't talk anymore, but I do. Yeah, I still do. I check my phone out of habit at 3 in the morning. Your name hasn't lit up the screen in months, it's a warning that I'm holding on to a ghost in an empty bedroom, watching the dust settle down in the cold and the gloom. I still buy the coffee you like when I shop at the store. Then I look at the carton and cry on the kitchen floor. We don't talk anymore, but I do. I talk to the walls, I talk to the moon about you. I scream out your name to the shadows that dance in the dark, trying to find where we lost that beautiful spark. You walked away and you closed up the door. We don't talk anymore, but God, I still do. But God, I still do. But God, I still do. Yeah. Look, you told me to move on, so I started walking. But my mind is a prison and the walls are still talking. I see your Instagram story, you're smiling, you look fine, while I'm drowning in liquor trying to ride the timeline. We became strangers with a massive history. How we went from soulmates to nothing is a mystery. I delete your number, then I type it back from memory. I hate that my favorite person became my worst enemy. But I don't call you out loud, but inside it's a riot. I'm screaming your name, but I keep the outside quiet. We don't talk anymore. We don't, but I do. I talk to the walls, I talk to the moon about you. I scream out your name to the shadows that dance in the dark, trying to find where we lost that beautiful spark. You walked away and you closed up the door. We don't talk anymore, but God, I still do. I'm still begging the stars for a second chance, and I'm standing right here staring at the floor, trapped in the past. Do you even remember my touch? I remember it too much, that's the problem. We buried the love that we made. Now it just goes in the shade. Grows louder as the music trails off in a total silence. Heavy lo-fi vinyl crackle, massive stadium you heard. Deep sub-bass drops and pits drop, echo trails. I put on my makeup, I dress for the crowd, laughing along so the silence isn't loud. Everyone tells me I'm doing so well, but underneath the surface I'm burning in hell. They see the reflection of who I should be, but nobody looks close enough to see me. 'Cause nobody knows the tears behind my smile. I've been running from your ghost for a mile. I pretend I'm okay just to make it through the day, but your memory keeps washing the color away. Oh, I'm wearing a mask, and it's getting too heavy to hang.
Modern music returning the mix. He delivers his lines with a restless conversation, a rhythm that cuts sharply through the muddy slow beat. Yeah, look, I flash a quick smile when they ask how I'm doing, but they don't see the structural damage you're brewing. I'm good, I'm straight, that's a lie on repeat. While my chest feels hollow, walking down the street. I'm a master of disguise, got the act down pat. Crack a joke with the guys, laugh at this and at that. But the second I'm alone and I turn off the key, the facade just collapses right over me. My eyes start to swell and the darkness arrives. Living two different heartbreaking lives, an actor by day but a victim by night. Screaming at shadows till the morning.
'Cause nobody knows the tears behind my smile. I've been running from your ghost for a mile. I pretend I'm okay just to make it through the day, but your memory keeps washing the color away. Oh, I'm wearing a mask, and it's getting too heavy to hang. The curtains are closing now, I'm letting the teardrops fall, letting them fall while the lights go dim, drowning in memories right to the brim. The applause is over, the crowd is all gone, just a broken soul waiting for the dawn. The tears behind my smile. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows. Ooh. I didn't know it was the last time. You said see you later. I said see you later, not goodbye. That's the part that kills me. I remember the boots I was wearing, a crack in the sidewalk. You away from the window, I didn't look back, I just walked. Had your ring in my pocket, was gonna fix the loose stone. Came back 4 hours later, and you were already gone. Not gone like, left gone like. The light changed, the apartment felt different. The air felt rearranged. Your toothbrush, your books, your smell on a pillowcase. Just a note on the counter with my name in an empty space. It said, I'm sorry, I can't explain, don't follow. 14 words that turn my tomorrow into a hollow. I read it so many times, the ink started to fade. Now I just stare at the paper where your hand used to lay. The night I lost my future, the stars didn't fall, the earth didn't shake. No warning at all. Walked out the door and took every someday. Now I'm living in the hallway of the house you walked away. I drove to your mother's side in the car for an hour. Practice that's what I'd say. Lost my nerve, lost my power. Your sister came out to smoke. She looked at me strange, said she's not here and honestly don't come again. I didn't scream, I didn't cry, I just drove to the bridge, the same one where we threw pennies and made wishes as kids. I wish for you, then I got you, I held you, I held you. Now I'm standing on the same spot, wishing I never met you. But there's a lie, and a lie tastes worse than the truth. I break every bone in my body just to relive my youth. With your hand in my hand and your head on my chest. Now I'm just a man who loved too hard and failed the test. The night I lost my future, the clock didn't stop. The world kept on turning while my whole world dropped. You took every promise, every one day, and maybe now I'm just a girl crying over the ghost of a baby we never had. Girl, do you ever drive past our street? Do you ever smell my perfume? Do you ever wake up reaching for me in an empty room? Every single day I take the long way home, just to pass the coffee shop where you left your phone at one time. And I laughed at you and you punched my arm. I keep punching my own arm now, trying to feel something real. They don't wanna leave you. And why did you, girl? 'Cause I was scared of how much I loved you. And there it is, the night, the twist, the true we didn't break 'cause we stopped, we broke 'cause we were bulletproof. Too young, too dumb, too terrified of forever. So you ran first and I ran after, and we both lost the treasure. I wrote you a letter last month, didn't send it, I just folded it into a plane and watched it descend and landed in a puddle. The ink ran like a river and I thought that's us, a beautiful mess, a permanent shiver. The night I lost my future, the night you took my history. I didn't know that see you later was the last line of our story. I still have the ring, the one with the loose stone. I sleep with it under my pillow, so when I dream you, I can feel something heavy, something real, something that didn't leave, but you did. And I don't know how to build a tomorrow with only one pair of hands.
Table for two, but it's just me tonight.
The waiter asked if anyone was joining, I couldn't even say. I'm staring at the menu through a blur of burning tears. We used to share the details of our days and of our fears. The candlelight is flickering, casting shadows on the side. An empty space, a vacant chair where all our plans subsided. I even ordered for you just to keep the ghost alive, but food tastes just like ashes when the love didn't survive. I'm sitting in the loneliest seat at the table, trying to pretend that I am fine, that I am able to look across the silverware and see a stranger's face, instead of every memory that time cannot erase. The restaurant is crowded, but I've never felt so bad, drowning in the silence of your door, knowing if I walk inside, you're playing out a cold war. I know you're sitting at our booth, waiting on a ghost. Thinking about the nights we used to laugh and raise a toast. Now my appetite is gone, swallowed by regret, replaying every toxic word I wish we never said. I'm trapped inside a paradox, I wanna pull the plug, but I'm starving for the comfort of your cold broken hug. So I sit here in the driveway while the engine slowly dies, picturing the disappointment pulling in your eyes. Two people in the same town, eating meals alone, staring at the dinner reservations on our phone. I'm sitting in the loneliest seat at the table, trying to pretend that I am fine, that I am able to look across the silverware and see a stranger's face, instead of every memory that time cannot erase. The restaurant is crowded, but I've never felt so bare, droning in the silence of your empty chair. Steps don't echo here anymore. I try to breathe, but the air feels like stone. Drowning in this bedroom, completely alone. And you're the just can't escape, a ghost in my mind that I still try to chase. I gave you my heart, now it's bleeding away, lost in the shadow of your yesterday. Oh, it's picture, but the frames are in my head, replaying every single word that you and I had said. I'm running from a shadow that is built inside my chest. How we go from writing futures to just cleaning up this mess. I try to close my eyes, but then instead it gets loud. Just a broken-hearted boy trying to make his mama proud. But I'm stuck here frozen, standing in the rain, popping pills of distractions just to neutralize the pain. Love your fingerprints on every piece of who I am. Now I'm trying to survive a storm I didn't plan down. And you're the memory I just can't Drifting out into the cold, dropping the future that we used to hold. And it's the goodbye I never wanted. By your ghost, this house is haunted. I didn't get to say what was on my mind. Now I'm trapped in what we left behind. Oh, it's tearing me apart. A sudden ending to a bleeding heart. Look, you closed the door before I even had a chance to speak. Left me standing in the hallway feeling numb and weak. No final talk, no closure, just a sudden flatline. How'd you rewrite the script and delete all of my time? I'm looking at the times where you said you needed space. Now I'm running from the memory of your frozen face. You walked away like our history didn't mean a thing. Left me holding on to promises and a useless ring. I didn't want this exit, didn't sign up for the crash. Now I'm standing in the ruins, watching everything turn to ash. A clean cut for you, but I'm still bleeding out. Screaming into the mirror, drowning in the doubt. Damn. And it's the goodbye I never wanted. By your ghost, this house is haunted. I didn't get to say what was on my mind. Now I'm trapped in what we left behind. Oh, it's tearing me apart. Suddenly into a bleeding end. Oh, they're getting to me say goodbye. Look at me hate no goodbye, no warning, just a thief in the night. Took the best parts of me and walked out of sight. I'm stuck on the last page while you close the book. Haunted by that one final look you took. Very deep, only a single word, desolate. Why did you lose me? Tempo, 25 BPM. The shadows on the ceiling look like you, painting every corner dark and blue. I close my eyes but I can still see your face. Trapped inside a nightmare I can't erase. My sheets are cold, the clock is ticking too loud. Lost inside a bedroom, wrapped in a shawl. And I'm just sleeping in the night, trying to find the pieces that you left. I give up the day just to drown in the night, screaming at the ghosts until the morning light. Oh, my head is spinning round. In the solid shine. Yeah, look, my mind is a war zone, a cage with no key, staring at the wall, wondering what you see when you look at me. Or do you even look at all? Am I just a blank page? Another tragic actor stepping off of your stage. I try to close my eyes, but the static takes over, tossing and turning. I can't stay sober. Thoughts running laps at 3 in the morning. You left my life without a single warning. Now I'm parallel, paralyzed, locked in my sheets, listening to the sound of my own heartbeat. It's a rhythm of regret, it's a cadence of pain. Got a thunderstorm trapped right inside of my brain. Damn. I'm just sleeping with a broken mind, trying to find the pieces that you left behind. I give up the day just to drown in the night, screaming at the ghost until the morning light. Oh, my head is spinning round. In the silence I am. I can't wake up from this beautiful mistake. Yeah, look at the mess you make. Every memory is a tremor making my foundation shake. And sunny is a monster born from your goodbye. I'm wide awake in hell, asking the heavens why. With approaching I can't wake up. Swallow fire path, deep sub-bass drops, massive cave like reverb, and pitch drop echoes emphasize isolation. We're sitting on a road where we used to laugh. Now this empty space is split in half. The television's glowing but the screen is dead, choking on the words that we left unsaid. I look across the couch and I see you losing the person that I need and and love just died in our living room, turning our sanctuary into a tomb. We watched it fade without making a sound. Now the walls are crashing to the ground. Oh, the fire went cold in the house we built to grow. Oh, completely dry, a front in the mix, yeah. He delivers his lines with the rest, his conversation moving the cut shop. Look, we're 2 feet apart, but you feel a mile away. Staring at the hardwood floors with nothing left to say. This coffee table used to hold our favorite drinks and plans. Now it's just a barrier between our shaking hands. I remember moving in, boxes piled up high. Now I'm looking at the ceiling, just asking why did a place full of warmth turn into a freezer? Trying to find a spark, but I don't see it either. We're just roommates with a history, sleeping in reverse. Every single corner of this apartment feels cursed. You put your headphones in, I turn the lights down low. 2 people trapped in a house they don't even know. Damn, love just died in our living room, turning our sanctuary to a tomb. We watch it fade without making a sound. Now the walls are crashing to the ground. screaming match, no fight to stay alive. Just a quiet funeral at 9:05. Swelling low fat, Andean pets, deep sub-bass sounds, once was stadium deep. And I was a chapter, but you were my book. I gave you my forever, one single look. Now I watch you move on like I'm easy to lose. Just an old habit that you didn't choose. I sit by the window, counting the tears, realizing I loved you through all of these years. And I wish I meant more to you. I wish that my absence would break you in two. But you smile so bright while I'm drowning in blue, realizing I was just someone you knew. Oh, it's tearing me. To be a ghost in your town. Look, it kills me to know I was just an option to you. While I dropped everything, changed my whole worldview. I put you on a pedestal, made you my queen. Now I'm scrolling past pictures of places we've been. You look so unbothered, you look so detached, like the love that we built was just easily scratched. Am I that easy to replace, that easy to forget, leaving me here drowning in a pool of regret? I thought I was special, I thought I was the one, but you walked away clean when the damage was done. Just a footnote in your story, a temporary phase while I'm stuck inside a permanent heartbreaking days. And I wish I meant more to you. I wish that my absence would break you in two. But you smile so bright while I'm drowning in blue, realizing I was just someone you knew. Oh, it's tearing me down. To be a ghost in your town. Did you ever love me at all? Or did you just watch me fall? Watch me fall to the floor while you walk through the gate. I gave you my love, was just temporary, babe. I gave you my highest, you gave me your low. It hurts that you left without letting her go. And more to you. Just someone you knew. And more to you. Hold together, that's what you said. Now the rocking chairs on the porch are empty. And my hands are just cold. I found a gray hair in the mirror this morning. I smiled for a second, thinking of your joke, your warning. and tomorrow without you by my side. Just a house full of promises where our future died. I thought we'd grow old, rocking in the breeze, watching the autumn leaves fall from the tallest trees. I bought the rocking chairs, but I'm sitting here alone, staring at a love that turned into stone. Drew the map, but you tore up the map. No, I'm growing old in the blink of an eye. Without you, live with us now. We had a blueprints drawn up for a permanent home. Now I'm sitting in a dark room, staring at my phone. Pictures of us from 3 years ago on the beach. Feels like a lifetime away, completely out of reach. I always thought we'd bypass the heartbreak and the pain. Two old souls walking side by side through the rain. Now my joints ache from the weight of your absence, trying to find logic in a ghost story that makes no sense. I see old couples holding hands on the street corner, and I turn my head away because I'm still a mourner. We built a castle out of sand and watched the tide roll in. Now I don't even know where my own golden years begin. I thought we'd grow old together, rocking in the breeze, watching the autumn leaves fall from the tallest trees. I bought the rocking chairs, but I'm sitting here alone, staring at a love that turned into stone. Drew the map, but you tore up the map. No, I'm growing old in the blink of an eye. Without you, I still see the wrinkles around your eyes when you laugh. Now those lines are just creases on the tongue for the who's gonna hold my hand when it starts to show? I wanted it to be me, but I made a mistake. We grew apart before we could ever grow. Just a rocking chair